song for this land, girt by sea, but I want to hear a song for me. Sing me a song of freedom, let those words take me home. Sing me a song of freedom, and I'll sing along. 'Cause I wanna hear those songs of freedom. Sing a song for the soldiers who fought and died, a song for the heroes of war who survived. Sing a song for the people who march in the streets, trying to change the world for me. Sing me a song of freedom, let those words take me home. Sing me a song of freedom, and I'll sing along. 'Cause I wanna hear those songs of freedom. I need a song to lift me up, stand me back on my feet, a song to make me feel I know where I need to be. As I try to walk in these two worlds, trying to make sense of it all, the black and the white, the divided nation, the different race of incarceration. Sing me a song of freedom, let those words take me home. Sing me a song of freedom, and I'll sing along. 'Cause I wanna hear those songs of freedom. 'Cause I wanna hear those songs of freedom.
All right, my name is Muromoke. Excuse me. My name is Muromoke Olisa Adeyemi. I will be your co-host today on this section, and this is the third edition of this series called Liberation Through the Right Perception. We are here to train our mind to work for us and not against us, to achieve what we are meant to be or to achieve in life, leaving all those doubts behind and facing the reality with a positive mindset. So who am I? If you are joining us for the first time, I am a nutritionist. I help people to live their best life with holistic supplements and natural food and fruits. I'm a certified first aid rescuer and alternative medicine practitioner. I'm an expert creative writer, ghostwriter, and also an author of a book called Healing with 10 Superfood. That was my first book, and I've written another two after that, which are really helping people to improve on their health, as in get the guides they need to get eating right and then the right diet that can benefit their system. I also offer clarity coaching on personalized food plan. When your food is right, your health will be right. You will age the way you're supposed to age, or even age backward. So using natural fruits and food as remedy to help people to combat lifestyle diseases or improve their health, not to have those lifestyle diseases, is my expertise. So you can reach out to me if you want to improve your health or you need a personalized food plan that can help you to improve your well-being. So that is just enough about me, because we are not here because of me today. We are here to liberate our mind, to see things the way they are supposed to be, to improve our being. So I am here with our coach today, Coach John Facing eBay. If you are meeting Coach for the first time, let me quickly run you through who our coach is. Mr. John eBay is Nigerian, an Australian citizen who has lived in Nigeria before moving to Australia. He's a counselor and a member of the Community Counseling Association of Australia. He has his own private counseling practice over there, which I found a privilege to be getting his service free of charge on this program. So you should know that you are listening to a certified counselor. He's talking from experience. He gives from experience. He helps people to see things differently as a professional. He's a counselor and he believes that everyone with the right perception in life can make it out of the dark to the bright light. Yes, that is who Coach is. So, side of the life, anywhere you think you are facing, there is always a way. There is a bright light ahead. You just need to move to the right direction with your perception. Our coach is an author of No More Delay, among many other books that he has written. You can reach out to him to get it, or you can also get it on Amazon, which is very easy for you to access the ebook or the paper book over there. So he is also available for public speaking engagements. You can reach out to him if you need your organization to improve their mindset, the schools, whatever you need each service for, he is available to do that. So join me in welcoming Mr. John Facing eBay. Thank you so much for joining and giving back to the society free of charge, sir. We really appreciate it. And then we want to know that you are touching lives. Please, you can use your favorite emojis on the comment section while our coach will take the mic.
All righty.
Coach, okay.
Yes, thank you. Now, I welcome everyone into or to today's webinar. Try to liberation through the right perception. I want to thank you for your time to be here on this platform. And I want to say that you are here for a transformation. Just as the title of the webinar, which is Liberation Through the Right Perception. We want to see people free, because we live in a world now that people are bored, people are frustrated, people are depressed, people are even committing suicide. It's like an hopeless world, the way people sees it. But through this platform, we want to paint a new image in people's mind that things can change for the better. You can be the best version of yourself only if we are ready to change our perception and mindset. If we can only learn, if we're ready to learn, definitely things will turn around. We should not just stay there and start complaining. There are opportunities, privileges we have today where we can learn so that we can transform our minds, and that we can start to build up momentum in order to face life challenges. I want to tell you today, you can come out brilliantly, victoriously, triumphantly, and your voice will be heard in the world you live today. You can make a difference. You can make impact. You can do better only if you can follow the process. Just the process. You know, I've been saying something concerning our nations, even African nations. The only problem we have is the problem of mindset. It's not a problem, it's not an economic problem, the way we see it, or we have been hearing, and when we have been told some economy information about the way the budget looks like, or there's not much money to do this, accomplish this infrastructure, or that project, or meeting the needs of the citizens. It's not just about the money. It's about the mindset. And that's what we want to really talk about. Now, there are people today who feels, what is the next step? What do I do with my life? I'm in a crossroad. So today, I want to let you know there is hope. You are the one who will be intentional to take your life seriously. Take your destiny seriously. You are the one, not anybody. You are the one that needs to define where you are going. You are the one. Nobody will do that. And we are on this platform to motivate you, to empower you, and to tell you you can climb the mountain tall. You can fulfill your dream. Now, we are going to be looking today at questions. We were receiving questions because each and every one of us, we are in different stages in life. Where you are, is not where I am. There are different things going on in your life, and you need solution. And we want to see this program to be solution focused, not the problem focused. Even if there are problems, we want to see those problems solved. So today we'll be opening the platform for questions. What are your concerns? What are you struggling with? That's what we want to do today. And I will also want every one of us to be aware of our coming mind, School of the Mind. It's a course which I would want you to be prepared for. It's just a giveaway prize. I was talking with my wife before I came into the room to get ready for this program, and we were talking about how much it is to do a degree course in Australia. And she said there was someone who told her that the course she was doing, or maybe I think she's still doing it, that it's come down to about $50-something thousand. Is it before it was about 60-something thousand? Not 6,000, 60-something $1,000. Do you know how much that would be? 6,000 Australian dollars. I think that would be 6 million in Nigerian money. So if it is going to be 60,000 upwards, that's going to be about 60 million. Can you see that? To do a degree course. So this course we are offering now, I'm offering it because of my passion to see people liberated, because it's going to come with a certificate, and it's going to be more experiential, professional. It's something that can boost your CV, your qualification, even when you go out there for work. And it can help you in your practical life to know how to navigate through your day-to-day activities and the challenges you might be facing. So these are things that are very, very important that happens to us. We are going to be looking at topics. We're going to be looking like topics like how does the mind works? Mind training. How can you engage your mind? How do you handle conflicting thoughts? You see, there's something I also made people to understand. We are going into an era where we shall begin to see a lot of mental health illnesses, a lot of depression, anxiety, panic attacks, worry, fear. All these things are going to be increasing. There's going to be an increase in the statistics because of what will be happening out there. People will not know how to cope. And all these things is going to be centered on the mind. And that's why we want to make people to understand you have to know how to take control of your subconscious and your conscious mind. That's where the battle is. Mind conflicts. That's where it is. There's conflicts in the mind, the battles in the mind, struggles in the mind. So all these things are what we are going to be looking at. I'm just trying to say some few topics under this course. So it's just for $50. Very, very cheap. You have to say that. So if you are interested, please, because I may not be able to say it when we be closing. I'm taking time to say it now. If you are interested, please text your name or write your name and say I'm interested. We got some few people the last was it last month who showed interest. Let us receive your expression of interest in regards to this upcoming course. So that is what I will have to say as my introductory message this today. Yeah. So I will want my co-host RMK to take over and open the platform for everyone today who wants to ask questions in regards to whatsoever it may be you are struggling with. It might be emotional, it might be psychological, and any of these experiences which are really holding you back from fulfilling your destiny, for achieving success. We are here to address it together. Over to you, RMK. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that introduction, sir. And then today is going to be a transformational section because it is going to be very, very interactive. While we are talking, we also want to hear from you. What are the things you like to have clarity on? What are the questions that has been bothering your mind so far about this topic or around this topic? What are the things you would like Coach to shed more light on moving forward? So we want to hear from you so that we can be able to address them. Please, if you are going to speak today, please make sure your background is not noisy. Make sure that you are close to your phone or your gadget so that we can hear you clearly. We would love to listen to whatever you want to share so that we can be on the same page. Like when we can hear you properly, we'll be able to take your, even if it is observation, you have a question, you have clarification, please, you can signify so that we will know you have something to say. Or you can put it in the comment section so that we can allow you to unmute your mic and then you speak. Do we have any question right now that is coming from any of our audience? While we are waiting for your questions, your observations, clarifications, I would like to use the opportunity to welcome you all again to this program. Ebonoluwa, you are welcome. We appreciate your presence. Comfrey, Yemisi, thank you so much for joining us today. Shudi, thank you so much for joining us. Taiwo Cecilia, thank you for joining us. And thank you, our code master. I don't know your name, but I'll still use the code, the 51020. Thank you so much. You've been here from the beginning and you will stay here listening. We really appreciate your presence here. So let's know who is going first. What do you have to ask? What do you want to ask? What do you need to know? What are the clarifications? What are the things that you want to just unburden from your mind? We will love to listen to you. All right, I think we have someone now. Okay, yeah, BC. Please, you can. Okay, you're having network issue when Coach was talking about the course. So you would like to get clarity on that again. Coach, could you please run her through briefly those information you shared about the upcoming course so that she will be clear on it, sir?
Yeah, like I've said earlier, this course is on the school of the mind. We want to engage people in a training, mind training, towards empowering and developing your mind in order to address and handle the challenges that will be coming against you at workplace, home, family, and in your career. So it's going to be 8 weeks course, which we are giving or offering for $50 US. And I've said that it's just a giveaway price to undergo a course here in Australia. That's what I said earlier, that for a degree, someone has to pay over $50,000. And it depends on the course. So, but in this course, we are going to focus on practical, even theoretical, and it's experiential, professional, something that you can make use of even when you were hunting for a job. It will add to your CV and your qualification. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Yemisi, please, who would like to know if you are clear on that. You can unmute your mic or you can put it in the comment section. Let us know if you get the message.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Perfectly understood. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you too. So do we have any other person that have something to talk about? Like if you have a question or your observation or you have a clarification on something that is related to the mindset, perceptions, or how you actually see this section since we started, please, we would love to hear from you. We want to know what are the things that you would love to know more or you would like to clarify about our mindsets, our perceptions, and how we can use it to our advantage.
Yeah, sorry, RMK, in addition, a lot of people, a lot of us today, because we all live in this world, we are not living in any other planet, there's a lot of stress. There are a lot of things giving people stress today, which is causing a mental challenge. And people are also experiencing depression, start feeling depressed, and anxiety, fear. And if, you see, one thing I found out is that when there is no early intervention, there will be escalation. In order to prevent whatsoever the challenge might be, it's good to voice out for early intervention in order to prevent escalation. Some things has gone worse because people are ashamed and they feel a sense of timidity whereby they could not open up and speak out. In counseling, we used to tell people, voice out. We give them the opportunity to speak without interruption so we can know where they are at. So this is part of what we are doing in this platform and what we want to achieve. We want to see how people are empowered to navigate through any challenges they might be facing. So what's that stress? What's distressing you? What's giving you worry? What's giving you concern? It may be relationship, business, family. It may be marriage. It may be children. It may be work. What's health? It's an holistic approach. It's an holistic approach to what we are looking at. An holistic approach to what we are looking at. So if you have any concerns, let's trash it now. After all, nobody knows who is who. So, but you can be open to ask questions. And we believe that you will be able to apply those tips practically and see how you go with that. Back to you, RMK.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Do we have another person that would like clarification, or because I have a question, so I don't want to be the only one talking here. So we would love you to also participate. We want this to be more interactive, like we are not the only one doing the talking. You can also talk. You can also hear your mind, just free your mind. Like Coach said, you don't have to be shy or timid. You just need to be free and then learn. And then you have this power inside of you that is telling you, you can do this. But you just need to hear your voice. Let's know more about what are those things that you need to learn or see differently when it comes to the power of mind. So do we have any other question? Do we have a clarification? Or do you have an experience you want to share? Who knows? It might inspire someone. It might be what someone actually needs today. So it will be a blessing to hear it from you. Thank you. While we are waiting for people to talk, I don't know, do you want me to be calling names? I can actually do that. I can start calling names if you don't mind, or if you can speak where you are. Coach, do you want me to call names?
Alrighty, I think there might not be a need for that. But if there are no questions today, I think that shows that people are okay the way they are at this stage. If somebody's unwell, you don't need to tell the person to go to the doctor. The person himself or herself knows that, look, I have to see a doctor. So if someone needs counseling, you don't need to tell the person you have to go see a counselor. The person will be ready and make up his or her mind to see a counselor. So what I will want to do at this stage is just to share some experiences today. I wish more other people are here. I don't know, maybe it's as a result of the network, because we have been hearing that their that network, not really a good one, that has been happening, I think in Nigeria, say. So, but that's why we appreciate those who are able to come today. Now, what I want to share, RMK, can I go into my own experience?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Now, what I want to share with every one of us today, and it can be a takeaway to help you as well in your journey. Now, there are different struggles and challenges we have today in different areas of our life. Maybe when talking of family, talking about work, talking about career, and the rest. And sometimes, in order to balance these things, sometimes one can be stressed. Now, most of what we'll be sharing on this platform is not just based on theories or something I gathered from the courses that I've done or the training as well, but from experience, like what RMK said earlier. And once someone who has gone through a certain experience, it helps to pave way in order to instruct or counsel others. We talk about coach. Someone who wants to be a coach might have first been coached himself or herself in some certain things. Then he or she can coach others. So, in the process of balancing work, family, there was a time that it was a stressful period for me. And that caused burnout. And this burnout turned to something else. In my life, I've never known what is called depression. I never know something like that. But how it all starts is what I want to tell you, so that you also can be cautious. When it starts gradually by or with being preoccupied. The things we allow to come into our minds that makes one to be so preoccupied that you don't have time to see yourself from where you're coming from. You can only see what you're about to do. You are pursuing those things, but you don't see what is happening to yourself. You don't even know when you are deteriorating, when you're beginning to burn out. You don't even know it because you don't see yourself in the pursuit of wanting to have this, have that, become this. You want to become that. And when these things begin to build up, it builds up somewhere. It starts from the mind. Because that person will not have clarity. And once there is no clarity, that person will continue to struggle and move in a direction that will definitely jeopardize that person's mental health. So it is very, very important to know how to handle the mind, how to alleviate stress. On my Facebook, there's something I put there. I said, you can knock off stress with rest. You can knock off stress with rest. The antidote for stress is rest. But how many of us knows all these things? Because in the pursuit of wanting to achieve a lot, and when someone starts getting burnout, when someone starts getting to that point where one's health is beginning to fail, is a big problem. You will lose connection. You will lose It's just like the spirit, soul, and body is entered. But once that mind is stressed, there's no rest. One will begin to lose connection. And the performance of that person will begin to depreciate, fall apart. And that's why we need to train the mind. Nobody says do not pursue your career. Do not pursue a business project. Nobody says don't go after whatsoever you want to go after in life. But you have to be intentional that nothing should stress you. You see, many people over here in the Western world, one of their problems is stress. And stress gives birth to different illnesses. It gives birth to different illnesses. Was it this year or was it in the beginning of this year when I was telling my family that I am going to fight stress? And I want you to have that as your watchword. You have to be intentional about fighting stress. There's a lot of things happening in our country, in our families, that is causing us stress. But you have to make up your mind that you will not allow anything to stress you. Because when stress comes in, it affects the mind. It affects the mind. Most of these people today that you see in psychiatric facility, people you see with mental health disorders, with anxiety, it all starts from the place of stress. The mind does not have rest. The mind has been stressed, and as a result, the mind gets to the point where the mind cannot keep going on the way it's going. So the mind begins to decline, a kind of declination. So that's why we want to help people to know how they can build up, develop, empower their mind. Because that is where the matter is a matter of the mind. Everything is a matter of the mind. Someone says that where the mind goes, the body goes. Where the mind goes, the body goes. So if the mind is unsettled, the body will be unsettled. I would like to share this because it's part of what we are going to be looking at in the course that I spoke about earlier, how the mind works. You see, the mind works like an author. Everybody knows who an author is. An author writes. Aramike is an author. I am an author. I've written books. Now, writing the book does not make you an author. You can write, have your manuscript, but you are not yet an author. An author is someone who writes after he has written. The author, the writer looks for a publisher. And when his book or her book is published, and the book now is sold on Amazon, the book can be found on some book in some book shops. Then the person can be called an author. So, likewise, the mind works like an author. The mind writes. The mind creates an image. The mind writes a script of what he wants to achieve. The mind imagines an image, something desired or sought after. There's something the mind wants to achieve. So the mind has that thing written out, just like an author writes a story, writes a poem, writes something which he wants to pass out there to the world. So the mind also wants to pass out something, an information to the world. The mind wants to express something. Now, the mind haven't have such an image, that thought being written out, spelled out. The mind now looks for a publisher, like the author, the writer who has written, who has something he wants to pass out to the people. He has an idea, he has an information, he has something that can help people, either as in a written form, graphic form. He wants to pass, like people does drama too. They want to pass an information. There's an impression in their mind, and they want to deliver it. They want to get it out there. So after the author have written, like I said earlier, look for a publisher. The publisher published the book, and the book is out there in the market. So the mind works like an author, written out something and wants something to be published. Who publishes what is on the mind now? Who publishes what is on the mind? The mind now looks for a publisher. Who is the publisher? The publisher is the body. The publisher is the body. Because the mind has something. The mind has an impression. The mind has an idea. The mind has something it has imagined. And that thing must find expression. The mind says, how would I put this thing out there? So the mind gives the body the assignment. So the body publishes what the mind has authored, written, spelled out, create, originate. The mind works like a creator. It creates, it originates. In other words, the mind is the author. The body is the actor. In other words, the mind authorizes, the body exercises. The body exercises what the mind authorizes. So sometimes there are things we do sometimes and we say, oh, we start putting blame on different people or different creatures or different things, even sometimes the devil. But sometimes these things comes from the place of the mind. Because when the mind is written out, and like someone who wants to go and let's say someone wants to steal now, you saw something, and right in your mind, you are thinking, oh, if I can get this thing, if I can take this thing and sell it, I will make a big money out of it. Now you start having that thought. Where in your mind? A thought has been created. A thought has been activated. A thought has been originated. How will that thought find expression? The next thing is for that person, if the person does not know how to control his subconscious mind or conscious mind, the person will keep struggling. So likewise, fear, anxiety, worry, all these things, they come. So if you don't know how to control, the next thing is the body goes into action. Like I've said, the mind authorizes, the body exercises. The mind is the actor, the body is the mind is the author, the body is the actor. So the body goes out, and you see the person just walk to where that thing is, and the person grabs it and run away. Look at the action, look at the performance, look at the outcome. All started from the mind. All started from the mind. So that's where we are saying that the mind is a place to work on. Like I've said earlier, a lot of things is going to play out right now in the world we live in. People will be so depressed, disappointed, discouraged. I see some things on the Facebook, how people's mind are loose now, doing different inappropriate things on the Facebook. RMK, there was something I saw on your Facebook. I was even thinking to ask you. This lady was putting on red apparel. I was wondering that maybe she was not even putting an underwear. Is that RMK? I was surprised. I saw it on her Facebook. Do you know what I'm saying? That you shared it, or I don't know.
Yeah, I remember a
You
lady
remember?
walking naked to church, and I I was so surprised to see such, and then I was hearing the background. Oh, can you give it up to Jesus? Cannot, and I was like, it can't be true, but it is actually true. As in, it's sickening to even say.
Oh, I didn't even know that it's a church. I thought it was an occasion. I didn't even know. But I even see many like that also on the Facebook, where people come into different events and not even minding if what they are doing is appropriate. And I begin to look at all these things, even with young and old. Do you know why that thing is happening? Because of the pressure, because of the needs. So when the mind cannot contain it any longer, the mind is loose to do anything. You see a lot of people doing ritual things now. We see it happening now. Rituals, kidnapping. Why? Doing all this. And when they get them, they begin to blame things. Blame that, blame the devil, blame this, blame that. But because they couldn't control the mind. So this thing is both emotional, psychological, physical. You have to take control of your mind. You have to gain mastery over your mind. You have to train your mind. You have to engage your mind. I'll be talking about how to engage mind in the course. How you can engage. Is what you don't engage at the end of the day enslaves. If we don't want our mind to be enslaved, then we need to engage our minds. And engaging your mind with the right, profitable things that are helpful towards fulfilling your goals in life. Look at how many people train their body today. They train their body in such a way that you look at them and say, oh, are you up to 70 years? Oh, I'm 70. Oh, and you don't look like that because they train their body. And the body we are talking about starts from the mind. If you are not ready to train your mind, how do you go about your body? Because the mind and body has got connection. There's a connection between the mind and the body. Like somebody said, go work, do your work, half an hour every day. And so it's boring. I've come back from work to go and work now. I don't think I can. The next day, the same thing. The following day, the same thing. Can you see that your mind, it starts from your mind, and that's why your body is not responding. But when you make up your mind, you don't even care. I've been doing work now for how many years now? I've been doing the work, and it has become part of my life. I can do a 1 hour work continuously without not being tired. Because in my mind, I have determined to work. In my mind, I have determined that I want to live a healthy life. So depression, burnout, stress, anxiety, worries, you have to know how to address them, handle them, gain mastery over them. So what happened to me many years ago, I can't speak the way I'm speaking now. I can't speak this way that time. And I can tell people that truly life is in the spirit before it is in the body. If somebody's spirit is sick, when you are sick in the mind, it affects the body. You don't have that urge. You will not have that enthusiasm to do anything in life. You will not have that motivation to do anything in life. So my word today, because of time, you must go about alleviating stress. That is the pillar. Oh, sorry, that's not the pillar. Sorry, that is the foundation. That's where it starts from. That's what that break people apart. So you have to make up your mind. I will not stray. There was a lady that was interviewed. I think she's a Nigerian lady. I heard that interview. And the moderator was asking her, he said, how old are you? She said, I'm 65 years. And the guy said, you don't look like. And the lady replied, he said, I don't stress myself. She sighed, I don't stress myself. That's where it lies. That is the key to turn around everything. That is the game changer. I will stop for today. Thank you so much, RMK. Back to you.
Woo! Thank you so much, sir. This is enlightening, as in a lot of things to take from what you said. And I'm glad I'm able to put some things in the comment section. Our mind is very, very powerful. And how we use it all depends on us. Like you said, you were determined to use yours for your advantage. So I hope all the audience in the room are also determined to use their minds to work in their favor. It has to be a decision from every one of us. We have to be determined to make our mind see through the right path. Like, we are not just thinking, we are positive thinker. We are seeing things with the right perceptions, and then we are making positive changes. You see, it is something that we all have to work on to make it work for us. Thank you so much, Coach. And then I will still be giving the mic back to the audience. If you have something you would like to share quickly, a question that you would like to clear in your mind, please, the time to share that is now. You can unmute your mic and then let's hear from you. Or you can put it in the comment section if you don't want to talk, or where you are is noisy and you don't want to be the one to ask that question. You can put it on the comment section. We'll read it for the coach to address. So you can do that quickly, or we can call it a day today if there is no other question or clarification or observations. Do we have any? All right, Coach, I think we don't have any question from our audience today. They are all loaded with information that you've been sharing with us, and they are ready to move to the direction to see with the right perception. I am very, very happy to know that, and I want to use this opportunity to say thank you so much for joining us. 5-10-20, thank you so much, because you've been here from the beginning and you're still here, you're still listening. We appreciate you. Bonlua, thank you so much. We are happy you are here with us today. Shudi, thank you so much. Adila, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your presence. Lovett, thank you so much for joining us. We don't take your presence for granted. Olufumilola, thank you for joining us. Taiwo Cecilia, thank you. We are happy you're here with us today. Comfy, thank you so much for joining. And a very big thank you to Coach John Francis. Thank you so much, sir. We really learned a lot from your experience, your wealth of knowledge today. And we say thank you, and God bless you. And then I would like you to also unmute your mic and say, like the patterns, like some parting words or any kind of advice you want to give before we say bye-bye for today. Coach, are you there?
Okay. Alrighty. Now, as I've said earlier, the upcoming course, if you're interested, send a message, share your expression of interest. Let's know. We are gathering the people. Once we start that course, to admit anybody in might not be possible. It's going to be another section. So if you want to be part of this session, please show your expression of interest. And another thing I would like you to know is there are audio messages that has been recorded. We do the recording of the messages or the lecture or presentation. At the end of the program, you can access it. You can listen to it on this platform. Take time to go over and over the audio so that you can get the understanding of all that we have spoken about. It's going to be helpful. The other two that we did in the past, please, you can revisit it. It's going to really be helpful. And if you know anyone that is going through suicidal thought, depression, is something that, according to my expertise as a counselor, something I can handle to see how we can help such people towards their journey to the bright side of life. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Back to you, RMK.
All right, thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you. And until we see you on our next section, which is still for now monthly, we'll say thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and bye for now.